Okay.
No, I cannot.
This is a test. This is a test. This is a test of you know who. This is a test. This is a test. This is a test of you know who. All right, refresh here.
Yeah. Fortnite.
Refresh.
Um.
What in the heck is going on here? Okay. Username.
Because I want.
Okay, weird. Weird. All right.
5.4.
If ever wrong.
Hello. Beat it.
Okay. What's up, people? Party people
It
in
should
the
actually
house.
be 6.
I have no idea why. My other computer was being kind of persnickety about launching a live stream. So, well, it's not even. What is up with Google? Google's being really weird right now. You guys are all, you can all see me, right? Here, let me just go to my page.
The box.
Dashboard.
This is final until I get another email about it. You put that as yellow.
If ever I'm in
I
your arms again.
them. You should get me back soon.
Okay, that's working.
No. It's the game chapter.
Mute that. What's the deal with Caesar? Oh, he's just being extemporaneous. You know how it goes.
The Meeple.
You guys wanna listen to Ethan on here while I'm while I'm drawing?
I don't know.
He's still got his crazies on. If ever I'm in your arms again. There.
If you slip over, you can look at it again.
Ace dummy.
There.
And I said, I'm fucking phenomenal at my worst. Non-entity.
Streaming you while drawing.
Did you go get copyright struck for that?
Maybe it's because the attenuation.
Uh-oh, he's on the music. That means he's going to end soon anyways.
Okay.
Oh, that sounds terrible, doesn't it? Sounds terrible.
It's very cheap.
He hasn't said very much. Yeah, what? I don't know. He's
He's
just disavowing everybody and their mother. Ow! Fuck! This is what happens when you don't pay attention to where your quill is. Oh. Ryan the Observer, Google is lame, but you didn't need me to say it. Yeah. Google is lame. Ouch.
Losing viewers.
Ouch.
Are you sure that's the
Losing viewers to me. Losing them to me.
You know, unlike that opera singer, music is actually in my blood.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to be drawing Joker for the last commission. So it's going to be full, not full figure, torso.
Joker says, I now have the Mission Impossible theme in my head as Al Roker
So
runs
I'm
down the
going
West Wing looking for a drop box for his underwear. It's disgusting. Mark C says, I use name brand fabric softener loved by the patriarchy. Please disavow me. Disavow. Teabag Balzac says, how soon until the Cyberfrog movie?
Yeah, child labor is the best.
I don't know. I see it happening within 3 years. Pretty clear.
That'd be nice.
Adrian Stone says, please disavow Gavin disavowing the Proud Boys EBS. Yeah, by the way, I saw that stuff. Where is Gavin now? What's Gavin McInnes doing? Is his life over? Gavin, you know, like they really did a number on Gavin, and his neighbors all put up like hate doesn't live here signs.
Still doing commissions. Yeah. I haven't had time to do this today. Because
like that
shoot, man, that is starting to smart.
And then if they all have those signs, put one in your front yard.
Because I was doing Oh, because
I'm gonna try-
like I said, I
Makes
couldn't
them
get
angry. It
my
makes SJWs
YouTube
angry
to
because they're like,
stream, so I wanted to do this and get it out of the way. But instead, because I couldn't get it to stream, I did manage to finish inking page 19. So I am
listen to your
now
happy song.
on page. Well, when I start it, I'll be on page 20.
So the Maple 2,
MW
is
says
this already,
Jay
if
Cruz is
it's
in
orange, it already
cartoons
has
now,
Everything
where you get
is
royalties. No, I
working
won't.
out just
they're not going to give me anything
fine.
for that.
So
I get nothing from
the,
Jessica Cruz. Nothing.
the dice.
Well, I mean, they gave me like $5,000.
Shipping
So
during
here you go,
COVID.
thanks. But that's just
Actually,
that's it. Like they won't let me have anything on her because she is she's Green Lantern.
Okay.
TLJ Russian Bot says this is money towards the production of your album. It's $5. Maybe you could throw in some seasonal jams for Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, leap year. Yeah, maybe I should write some holiday songs. That is a good way to make a lot of money.
That's
You
true.
write Christmas songs, people write Christmas songs, and they're evergreen. They last forever. You know? So if you were to write
so shipping
a Halloween
is
song,
about
there are no Halloween
10% on
songs.
top.
There are 0 Halloween songs.
This is
Yeah,
Halloween.
they are.
This is
Ben
Halloween.
Muchetti says
Halloween.
he's laying off
Halloween.
employees to pay
Halloween.
EBS royalties. I love it. Listen, yeah, that's a whole salary. Last month's royalties were somebody's entire salary. You
Actually,
could
no,
have kept
it's
someone
more
employed for a year
Dang, Ethan.
instead of paying me that. Whatever.
Alphabetly color.
Spending on bubblegum and Jabba the Hutt action figures. Thank you.
So it's 14. 1, 4,
I'll tell you what, man. Ethan's career at DC took a much better turn than mine did.
Monster Mash is kind of Halloween song, but it's not really though.
Maybe if I had just shut up and
You know,
let my
it's not
face.
like it's not like, hey, it's Halloween. But this is Halloween.
This
Like that's
is
a
Halloween.
Halloween
This
song
is Halloween.
right there.
Oh, somebody was listening to me.
Thriller, kind of, yeah.
Dynamite.
They did the
Howdy,
Ghostbusters
guys.
theme. I'm like, Ghostbusters is not Halloween. Yeah. Mike is stream sniping me. Good luck to him. His turn. Mike streams every single night. Mike streams nonstop. And this is like the angriest live stream that I've ever done. Mike's live streams are chill. Mine are like hostile. I don't know. What else are we doing here? Brett Fabre says Frog Jesus turns soy lattes into 7 and 7s. Yes. I got Andrea into 7 and 7s. She likes that now. That's what she orders.
Yeah.
Gojirify says for a Life Day song. I heard a Life Day song.
Oh my gosh.
This is Halloween.
Kasich says, yeah, Grumpy Man's covered. No, Mike's right there. He says, I have to draw a commission. You're entertaining me. All right. Mike's listening to me. He's not doing anything. Mike isn't streaming anyone.
Oh, I'm streaming you.
I want to write a song called I Like It When You Call Me I Jesus.
So the cost is going to be $325.
I just got 20 more viewers after that. After he read that. What was the question? What you working on? Okay, so during the Friday night auctions,
so this is
I had to sweeten the pot in order to get people to bid higher, and so on one of those, now is
because it might change.
So the first one I did was the full size.
So cards would be
Was a full figure Superman, which Dennis Peruch won, and which he'll be getting with his package. So I did this one, and now I'm doing the torso of the Joker.
And yeah, as soon as you start singing,
and then
And since you guys support me so well, I'm trying to do a really good job. So.
By the way, this is disappointing because this was meant
and
to
then
be.
the tokens are going to be 2.
This was meant to be a Comicscape Live, but my microphone is broken,
That's 200.
and therefore I can't hear other people, and I can't put other people,
and then
but that's on the screen.
Click.
I was meant
It's gonna be
to
like
sell
six,
comic books for
six.
comic skaters tonight, and it just didn't happen. And I didn't feel bad about it. So I'm gonna sing
And
this
then I'm
song.
gonna multiply that by 1.12.
Ooh, Edwin, you want to come in here?
Okay,
Oh no, my
shipping's gonna be
focus.
1.4.
Okay, focus. So yeah, this is the other one. This is the Joker commission that I'm doing, and I do enjoy drawing the Joker. I actually, you know how I don't like the idea of like copying characters from one universe to the other. Like for Blacklist universe, I don't want to like, well, this is my Batman and this is my Wolverine. I don't want to do any of that kind of crap. And granted, I know that Lone Star is going to get that kind of comparison to Captain America, but really he's not. I wasn't trying to make him like Captain America. The similarities are superficial. But I knew ultimately I was going to get that comparison anyways. But I have this character that I kind of do my own Joker, and I kind of say, focus. I have a character called the Piano Man, and because I've kind of always drawn Joker like what's his face? Well, not always, but oh my gosh, what's his name? Great Balls of Fire, dude.
Yeah. But this is no.
Like Randy Quaid from Great Balls of Fire. Not Randy, Dennis Quaid from Great Balls of Fire. That's kind of my Joker. And I was like, dude, I'm gonna have a character.
No, but
because I just like the look of it and that he's crazy. But he's got his own like background and everything. He's called the Piano Man. And he's got his own reasons for why he's kind of lost his crap. And no, he's not going to have a big, crazy, Joker smile or anything. Just, it's the hair, dude. I love the hair. Yeah, Jerry Lee Lewis. I love like Jerry Lee Lewis's hair, and like he's in a suit, and I just think that makes for a cool looking, bad guy. So I want to do that, but I don't want it to feel like it's a Joker derivative. So I don't know if I'll ever get around to it, but it is a character that I would dig doing. And that is why when I do Joker, I do his hair kind of like, kind of like that big floppy curly hair that Jerry Lee Lewis had.
Thank you so much, everyone. Appreciate it. Yeah, Mike is a Saint says, doing CMYK, go to his stream after and get blessed. Go Purify says, go on Mike's.
Well, he's going to give me until August. Until he starts charging that.
So I got to go buy a new Blue Yeti. And
yeah.
Then from there.
Dude, just get your Xbox headphones.
Tonight. Appreciate it for this little impromptu thing. And I will see you again soon. Bye.
All right, he's out. I'm gonna drop the invitation in to other people. Copy those. So anybody who wants to come in.
I'm just filling in all this crap and stuff. So I can,
anyone welcome out and out, whatever.
It's so much work just to find that shipping.
Alrighty. So let's jump back to me. Wow, that just jumped up another 50 viewers, 60 viewers. Where's Malin at? I don't know. I sent everybody the link, so anybody who wants to come in can. It'd be, Ethan just has to use like headphones or something, right? Oh no, wait, he's got a PC, so he needs a secondary. He would need a secondary mic. Ah, that's right. See, on the Mac, you can use like any earbuds or any headphones, like Xbox headphones or whatever, and just plug it right into the Mac. But with the PC, It requires separate headphones and mic jacks. I had to jet when he started to sing. Ethan says he can't hear anything if he's invited. So invite him, insult him, and then point and laugh. It's so cruel. Cruel. So I didn't hear anybody. What do you guys think about the Piano Man idea? Sing us a song, yeah, the Piano Man. Yeah, that was the thing. It was he was like a piano. He was like a concert pianist, but then like because of a bad deal with the mob, his hands were broken, and so he could never play the piano again, and it kind of like it drove him mad because that was his entire identity. But you know, you mess with the mob, you go bad. So he became a sort of a psychopath. Not a psychopath with a heart of gold, just sort of a psychopath. Most modern PCs or laptops have a unified headphone mic and jack. Oh, do they really? Huh. I did not know that. Well, you know what? Ethan, if you're listening, you have a new computer. Check if it's got a unified jack, and then you can just plug your earbuds into it. If that be the case. Sing us a song, you're the Piano Man. Sing us a song tonight.
I thought of a board game company name.
What?
Crappy Games.
Crappy Games?
Yeah.
I don't think that's the direction you want to go.
But it's like ironic.
Yeah, well, you don't want people going, yeah, they are.
But if they're not.
But you don't want people saying that they are. All right, well, don't go buying your GoDaddy yet. Oh, check out Hannibal. That might help you build the Piano Man. I'll take that into consideration. I have a lot of other stuff I want to do first. I just mention it because I'm drawing the Joker, and the Joker is sort of the inspiration for me wanting to do that character. Mostly, like I said, because I love just drawing crazy, wild. I don't know. I like his whole aesthetic, the way I draw him. Sort of that, you know,
I like how
Jerry Lee Lewis thing. The Jerry Lee Lewis look. With the zoot suit and everything. Sing us a song tonight, 'cause we're all in the mood for a melody. You've got us feeling alright.
Have you seen that Smush thing?
Who, me?
No, I'm talking about this. Yeah, it's where like people are about to get
Ooh, make the Piano Man an ode to classic rockers like David Bowie and Little Richard, but never seen fully just pull strings opposite of Lone Star, who obviously solves things in the field. What?
What?
Gyoza? Bring this up?
What do you want yours to get?
Just gyoza's fine. I don't need any sauce.
I mean, yours.
Oh, am I on my? Yeah, I got to do this commission. This
What does perf mean?
Ooh, I'm gonna. Guitar Man is a better song.
Why is she censored?
I don't need band-aids. I'm fine. I'm good. I'm good.
What the heck?
No, I'm gonna do spinders on this bad boy too. Sing us a song tonight,
Why did you do this?
'cause we're all in the mood for a melody. You got us feeling all
You like
right.
cut off.
What's up with that right arm, Mike? Oh, what's going to happen with the right arm? Oh, you can't see it. He's holding a skull. This is sort of a, you know.
Let me ask.
What?
How much is rent?
Huh?
How much is rent?
We'll talk about that later. We don't need to talk about it.
$5 a month.
Aloha, Matt Cossin. You want the link, brother? Do you want the link? You know what? I'll drop the link in What's it called? No, not cross-examinations. Drawn and quartered. I'll drop it in drawn and quartered. You're in there, right? I think I added you here. Yep, you're in there. All right. Boop. Hang out. All right. So the base. Where's Malin? I don't know where Malin is. Oh, this. What's up with this right arm? Or I thought you meant on the drawing. Now, what I could do is put actually make this Batman skull. I'm hungry. The drawing. Okay, where's Cecil? I don't know where anyone is, guys. I've dropped the link. If they come, they anyone to join the stream. We free. Oh, you know what? I'm going to give him some of those crazy tips on his, and then maybe bolo tie. Is that weird for the Joker? Bolo tie? It is, but I'm going to do it anyways. Hello, Mike. Hello, fellow chatters. Hello. Batman Who Laughs. Joker is the OG. Yeah, I was thinking about doing the Batman skull, but that might be weird. What the heck? I will give Batman skull. Batman mask on the skull. Are you off the phone?
What's up?
Is what? Eardworm.
What's that?
Edwin, can you hear me?
I can hear you now. It helps when my headphones are plugged in.
All right. All right, all right. This is the other my last Friday night auctions stream.
Nice. So where that the one Lone Star piece had gotten posted, the little that came out rather nice.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that was the rain bolts, right?
Yeah.
I guess I could just run this off this top.
So why is the stream titled "What the"? Oh, they can barely hear me. Interesting.
Oh, okay, so that's not just me. I can turn you up, or you can mess with it on your end.
Yeah, I'll mess with it on my end. I'll figure out what's
All right.
going on.
Oh, because I was having the hardest time. Yeah, I can change the name of the stream, I guess. I was having the hardest time. Edit. All right. Stream changed. Hey, everybody, hit that like button. Let people know they can come here. Oh, yeah, I was having the hardest time getting, because I was trying to stream this earlier, because I was going to do it right after the Superman one, but Google would not let me stream, and it was just kind of, it was driving me a little batty. And then so instead, I sat down and I finished inking page 19 of Lone Star 2. Spoilers. Maybe not. Slight spoiler. Anyways, so I finished that, and then I got back on here and I tried to figure it out, and I ended up. So my PC still won't let me start a stream, but I started one on the Mac and then ported it over to the PC to host. And so I still don't know what the heck is going on, but whatever. It's working. I got it to work.
Oh my gosh.
All right, let's see. Is my volume a bit better now?
You are better now.
Okay. Yeah, it was just the wrong input device.
Oh yeah, baggies.
And then I was stream sniping Ethan.
I saw that. I tried to figure out what that was.
That was just me. Yeah, I didn't. I just wanted to draw, and I was already listening to Ethan, and I had to. The thing is, I want to stream these for the customers.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So.
The ones I get from board game.
And I didn't want to wait for Ethan to stop for me to stream, but I kind of wanted to listen to him.
Mike Miller, gonna take you down to Boomer Town.
Dude, I don't know what the deal is. I've never had that problem before where Google wouldn't let me start a stream. And something's up with my computer. And actually, something is up with my my phone too. I can't even get on YouTube on my phone because of something to do with Google.
Now, is this a recent problem that you've had initiating a stream?
On the computer, it was just today after that earlier stream, and then on the phone, it's been like 4. Even to watch YouTube, I can't even watch it. It won't initialize because of something to do with Google. It puts this little Google warning thing up on my phone, and then yeah, I can't figure it out. I've tried stuff, but I can't.
Yeah, banned.
I need an IT guy or something.
I suspect that it would still get boomered up. Just being honest. Oh, I may have to do another piece on Richard Pace.
What's going on with Richard Pace?
No, it's just he's taken in totality, man. In between his stuff on the MAGA kids, and then obviously he's not writing, but he's the artist for The Second Coming.
What is this guy's claim to fame?
Well, I think he was kind of like a utility player. You know what I mean? I don't think he's ever been anything big. I think he's always kind of been on the outskirts, and probably had a good run with commissions and such. But I think he's trying to reinvent himself as as I guess the controversial comics artist. Yeah. Because you saw that one piece I put up where he had put the guy in the Ku Klux Klan robe in a MAGA hat. Yeah. We should call up DC and say, hey, Second Coming is fantastic. What I'd like to see, since we really want to be controversial, imagine this. Here's the pitch for my book. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I know where you're going with this. No, sir. Be quiet, please.
Allah, peace be unto him, is just gravely disappointed with his prophet, Muhammad. So, because he's seen the wars in the Middle East.
Mm-hmm.
He's seen the oppression of the faithful by the infidel that happened through the 90s, through the 2000s, and in all appearance into the 2020s, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's seen decade and century of oppression of the faithful. And so he sends his prophet back to 1970s America. And not as Muhammad, but he has him inhabit the cartoon, the animated version of a donkey Now, not just any animated donkey, but he has him inhabit the animated version of a donkey on a country western variety show, right? So that using down-home humor, country music, and banjo music, he can convince Middle America to embrace the joy and love of Islam. And the title of the book, of course, would be called Jihad. What do you think? Would it work?
I'm on it.
Would they find it? No, not hee-haw. Jihad. I think it'd be a beautiful thing. No, of course not. It's freaking ridiculous. Just because you have one insult, you don't balance it out with another insult.
No, I think
you elevate something.
Edwin, I think what would work better is rather than recreating a show, we should just have him inhabit the body of someone who's on, so he has that clout. And I was thinking, Green Acres had this pig named Wilbur.
I don't know, man. I'm looking at the audience, and Jihad looks like it's a
Jihad.
Well, all right. We don't want to
Please
disappoint
address
the
all complaints to Edwin Boyette, courtesy of Honolulu, Hawaii.
we don't want to disappoint the audience, by the way. Llama Giganti says he's only here for the Nasser kicking.
We'll be getting to that soon.
Yes. Nasser kick Nasser Theater.
We've got Matt Cosson in the chat. Probably after my boomer humor, he's probably slowly backing out of the stream.
I came in time for the jihad.
Jihad.
How's it going, guys?
Going all right. Just working up a commission here. Edwin, did you see a commission?
Which one?
The one I did for Dennis.
Let me go look. Is that one of the ones I retweeted today?
I ran a whole stream on it today. This is what did he pay? $750 or something for the page?
Ooh.
I think something like that.
Oh, hey, that came out good.
Got the look. Blacks. I spotted blacks.
Yeah.
Got the Dean King Superman there.
Yeah, people were saying that. I did have Dean Cain on the mind because of you.
Yeah, that was serendipitous. I just happened to pop over to his thing and I saw him talking about something. I guess somebody was giving him grief about his version of Superman, so I chimed in.
Yeah, see, I said, hey, Dean, follow me and I'll send you a copy of Lone Star.
Yeah. Did you send him a PDF over?
I did. He responded. He said,
very good.
ASS.
Nice.
Cool.
So, Dean Cain's down with it.
Llama Giganti says that Dean Cain haunts Mike's dreams. This is true. This is true. It's not, and it's not deviant or degenerate. It's purely height. It's purely height. Just Mike wishes he was a baller. Wishes he was a little bit taller.
You know, it's not fair because he's half Japanese too, and why does he get to be taller than me? That's not fair.
I do not know. I do not know. You should have chosen your parents more wisely.
Seriously.
How tall is Dean Cain?
Taller than me.
He's probably like
The
6
Malin
something.
has arrived. Malin, you have the link. Jump in.
Malin Militia.
Get to. I haven't talked to him in a couple of days.
Well, he's kind of been under the weather.
Yeah. Yeah.
Felix Lazarus says, Malin, you done putting SJW Spider-Man in the wood chipper? And of course, that is the metaphorical verbal wood chipper. And probably not. You'll probably need another dose.
I'm getting so many half conversations on Twitter. It's like, and then I'm like so tempted to unblock whoever it is or unmute whoever it is that is communicating. But then I just think,
Yeah, I've been there. You get tempted because you're like, man, what's going on? Or you see a comment that has like about 15 comments, and when you click on it, there's nothing there.
yeah.
All the time.
Well, I stopped paying attention to. There's about a dozen of those mole frankies who just want to endlessly troll.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I just kind of came to the point where these people can't give me anything, because even if I win an argument with them at the end of the argument, I mean, I've got that. You know, I can get my argument merit badge, but I haven't actually won anything because they don't have any standing. They don't have any. Hey, Umbrella.
But you have lost precious hours of your life.
Yeah. No thanks.
Tug, if we're early enough for you to join in, I think you're in the Comics Gate group, right? No? Yes. If he's not, if he wants in, Edwin, get him a link, would you, please?
Hey, Mike, can I plug this real quick?
Plug away, bruh. Plug away. Oh, you mean you want me to actually lock it on your screen? I don't know about that. All right, go ahead.
All right. Well, this is the Something Real chapters 1 through 3 Indiegogo. They got funded for issue 2 a few months ago and delivered. So here's the campaign for issue 3. If you guys want to check out this book, this is from my friends Joey and Ian. They're a great team. It's a really fun book. It's about the boogeyman. I'll read you their little pitch. It says, the infamous boogeyman attempts to craft his own world from the imaginations of helpless children. You could get all 3 issues for $20 or $15 on newsprint, and they also have a few digital options here. I think you could get all 3 issues for $8. So I'm just going to put the link to this here in the chat. They're really close to being funded. They're at 1,535, and their goal is 3,500.
When did they launch?
Like 3 days ago, I think, or 4.
And what percentage of their previous
Sorry, you cut out there. You said what percentage? What
of their previous customers have already picked up? I've already backed the new one.
They're at 66 backers. Let me stop sharing for a second. Let me see what issue 2 made. Hold up, it's loading. They had
that's kind of what we're counting on for backers to come back for issues 2 and 3, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, they had 356 backers for issue 2. So far, they only have 66 on issue 3.
How do they do on issue 1?
Well, they did better on issue 2 than they did on issue 1.
Okay.
You're talking about Something Real, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're expecting, right? Is to build that base. So issue 2 should do better than 1. Issue 3 should do better than 2. But you're only a few days in, so, or not you, but them.
Yeah.
And they chose not to list with Indicron this time.
I don't know. I haven't asked them about it.
Yeah.
I know they were on for issue 2. I don't know if they talked to them about this one.
Are they Comics Gate?
They're adjacent. They're pretty. They're neutral.
I guess that would be the Indicron thing.
Huh?
I said I guess that would be the Indicron thing then, because Indicron's Comics Gate only.
I don't know if it's my headphones, but you're cutting out a bit.
How am I, Edwin? Matt?
Yeah, a little bit on mine too.
Cutting out. Well, I don't want to drag my mic right up in my craw because I'm.
because I was checking out the files too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It might be the internet. So
Are they on
Should be.
Are they on Kickstarter or are they on Indiegogo?
It's Indiegogo.
Indiegogo. All right. How's that Joker looking?
It's very blurry.
Is it really? Sucking
In
that.
Google Hangouts is blurry. Maybe it may not be blurry in no, it kind of
it is blurry.
yeah, it sucks either way.
Great.
Not the drawing.
All right. Well, sorry. Tug and John Malin. Hello, boys.
Malin Militia.
Aloha.
Hey guys.
Hey there.
You sound better, John.
The first thing I did when I woke up this morning, like immediately was coughed, and like it just, to gross you guys out a little bit, a big chunk of phlegm broke loose, and I almost choked to death. So I was able to spit that out. And yeah, so I've been a little bit on the road to recovery today because I think more has been going out than just being locked up in my head. So that's a good sign.
What a waste. Wouldn't that be a terrible obit, Didn't break that giant chunk of phlegm loose, or did and choked to death on it?
So you did spit it out.
Paralyzed
Oh,
John
yeah.
Malin.
Oh, yeah.
Tried to hack a chunk of lung. Couldn't do it. Now he's done.
Yeah.
Dude, man, I spit up a good one like years ago. I took a picture of it. I was so impressed. I was like, whoa.
What was so impressive about it?
It's green. It was like
They're all
big.
green.
Huh?
They're all green.
Oh, really? I always thought for some reason like
Take
a
a
snot.
screen. If you're healthy. Of course, you wouldn't be spitting up giant chunks if it was. Actually, isn't that an infection?
All right, aren't you freaking weirdos? Just because Malin had a story about almost choking to death on his own loogie doesn't mean everybody needs to share their childhood memories of
Exactly. Way back when.
Malin Militia.
I thought this conversation was finally going somewhere.
Nasser's going to write a story about that in a
You
minute.
know-
Hey, can Nasser write about your life there?
Yeah,
well,
Nasser, go ahead.
Tug, what you don't know is he's already emailed 5 people the script for it, and already in the space of you saying that, he's already been rejected by 25 different artists.
But there's always that next one,
You
I got to check out a little bit of I got to check a little bit of Nasser's work with Peter Gilmore, a little sample of that. Man, that's actually really good so far. It's coming along really well.
Yeah, I think
What
we sent
book
it
is
to
that?
Mike and Edwin too, and Malin. Did you guys get a chance to see it?
I'm
What
going to
book
pull
is
it.
that?
I'm going to pull it up now.
We sent you guys a little preview. I think like 10 pages of Dr. Satan.
It was good. I liked it. I
Oh,
thought it was
on
funny.
Yeah.
Okay, let me look.
Let's see. Peter
Nasser,
Gilmore sent it
there's
to
like
me.
21 people in here. Wrong one.
It'll be in your DM, not in a
screen
group.
share? Are you going to screen share that, Edwin, or
Is it for screen sharing?
what was your?
No, not for screen share.
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
okay.
that was a preview for us, not for.
No, it's a preview just for a few select people.
Oh, okay. I got
It's good.
I got
though.
it.
I mean, it is. It's actually something I think will turn out really well. So I was wondering though, is Peter writing that then?
What?
I was wondering if Peter was writing because it was good.
It was good. So
I'm
the
just
assumption
messing with
is
you, man. I'm messing with you, man.
I feel really attacked right now.
That
I know.
was a bold choice to put yourself on the cover, though. You want me to share the cover, Nasser?
We could show the cover. That's the extent.
Okay, all right. I'll share the cover, and then so everybody can be a part of the joke at Nasser's expense, which is always the best sort of joke.
Yeah, that's a good one actually.
Everybody see what I'm seeing?
It's beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Rabundy and Gilmore.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
It is actually a good looking cover.
Yeah, you guys should take my idea that I suggested for Mike, which is the make your back cover something that fans can tear out, sign their soul over to you, and then for you to give it to Satan, and then you mail back a certificate to him.
Peter is in the chat right now. Peter, we are gonna do this, okay? Peter Gilmore's here in the chat. Peter, we're doing this. We're taking this idea from Malin Militia.
There you go.
Looks like that looks like Malin's loogie from this morning. Yeah,
Yep.
looks like Douglas Tenaple's fingernails there. So how about that?
Gross.
It's an amalgam. Yeah.
The whole community in one pick.
Right. Mike is the duck. Because he's short.
Oh, I see.
Very good. All right, I'm gonna take it off screen share so I can look at this just a little bit.
Dr. Satan.
The quacketing, huh? The quacketing.
Doom CMYK says, why Doctor? I'll tell the Dr. Satan story. Let me stop.
Well, before you
like
do
how it
that,
came
let
to
me
be.
see if I can get some team sabotage. Peter Gilmore, how come it is Rabani and Gilmore and not Gilmore and Rabani?
Yeah, true that.
He put it that way.
Writer's name always comes first. Not
Yeah,
that
pretty much.
or anything, but
Okay,
writer's
this
All
is how it
joking
came to
aside,
be.
if people don't know Peter Gilmore's work, man, he does great work. I've gotten him to do all my backgrounds and stuff like that for any merchandising, all my live streaming stuff, all of my images. I've used him exclusively.
Oh yeah, he did the Kick Nasser shirts too.
Yeah, I mean, it's good stuff. In fact, when you guys, I told him when you guys finally get there, since he's done so much for helping out and doing stuff, I think really good. I'll embed y'all's your project in a few videos, so that way
Thanks.
make sure that it gets out there. Yeah, well, that's for him, not for you. I mean, yeah, sure, I appreciate it.
All right, so this is where the idea came from. Months ago, I didn't know what content to do for my channel, so I was just doing terrible doodles, and I drew a monster, and I was like, guys, what should I call this? And then Peter was in the chat, and he was like, Dr. Satan. So this is the first Dr. Satan doodle. It's gonna be worth millions one day. But I finished this.
So Peter created.
I finished this. I was like, what do I call this monster? And he was like, Dr. Satan. So I was like, all right, Dr. Satan it is.
Oh yeah, I remember that squiggly tail because I was like, is that his arm?
Is it doctor or ductor? Because he's got
Ductor.
those web feet.
Yeah, Ductor, because he's part duck.
Okay.
Can't you tell, Matt?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I couldn't tell the horns and the
The whole
tail.
thing by himself.
No, that's
that right
called
now?
Dr. Satan.
Wait, what'd you say, Mike?
I said Peter created the whole thing by himself. He gave it the name. He gave it the design and everything.
I designed it.
Mike's not
But
paying
that-
attention.
What you drew on that cover was not the same thing.
Close enough.
No, not even a remote. So you're saying Peter created the whole thing? Did he just hire you as a writer? Is that
Once
Don't
Mike
listen
didn't
to
get a
him,
good joke.
Nasser. He's trying to get your goat.
Right.
Nasser, how many pages is this going to be?
Anywhere from 48 to 60, I think. I think we might end up going with 60.
Hmm.
Let me double check. Let me open up the script because I think we might do like a pinup section, have some extra stuff in the back. But let me see. Let me find it.
Is the color scheme on that final?
I believe the colors are going to change in the next scene after the first 10 pages. The 10 pages are his origin, and then we get into more of the meat of the story. Peter beat me to it. He says 64 pages.
Nice.
He should know he's writing it.
No. Okay, I opened it up. No, the script is
He's right.
no, I just opened it up. The script is 54 pages, but I think we're gonna have some back matter stuff. I think it was 48 pages the first time, then I extended it and we got to 54, but I think we might include some extras.
Yeah. All right. So VNeld says, wait, Nasser is really doing a Dr. Satan comic. Yeah, he is. It's dark. It's dark humor, but I tell you what, as much
Good.
as
It's all ages appropriate. I mean, it is.
As much as it pains me to say it, it looks pretty good.
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was good. But I mean, if it pains you, you can just again blame it on Peter Gilmore.
Yeah, I gave him an out. Mike already gave him an out.
So when are y'all gonna launch that? Are you gonna wait till you fulfill on Brutus first, or?
Well, next book that I'm launching is Trixie Kane in March, and then after I fulfill that one is when we're gonna launch Dr. Satan.
All right.
I might have a third book with Kelsey Shannon, but I haven't heard from him in a month, so I don't know if he still wants to do it this year or if we're pushing it back.
And Doug said
he worried about Kelsey for a while, hearing all that. Nobody heard from him,
Yeah, I guess he lost his phone and his computer broke. I didn't realize he drew.
Oh, he lost his phone?
Yeah, I didn't realize he drew all manually. I didn't. I guess almost everything he does is manual.
So he can't be coloring manually. That's why I made the joke. So he's coloring with crayons now, because if his computer broke, how's he coloring?
Paints, watercolors,
yeah, inks.
Yeah, I somehow don't think that's the case.
No, I'm just answering your question for you. I'm not saying it's the case. How you gonna color? You got crayons or something?
Do it Lynn Varley
Gosh,
style.
I thought Critias was in here for a second. This is good Critias, John.
Oh, sweet. My cold might have assisted. I'll keep working on it.
Did I read that? Did I read that like the scripts for all the Graveyard Shift 2 one-shots had been turned in?
Mm-hmm. Yep. All the art has begun. So layouts have been approved on 2 of them, so they're in full swing. And now we're waiting for the third one to get layouts turned in, and then we'll go through those and get that started. But yeah, it's looking real good. Everything's on track.
Awesome.
Good team. Cal Jameson, Vaughn. What's Vaughn's last name? People with their weird names.
Von Klaus?
Yeah, Von Klaus. Yeah. So those guys are done. Mark's done, and then there's Todd Mulrooney is drawing Vaughn's script, I do believe. Render Contender is drawing Cal's, and our Mark and my mutual friend Mike McMahon is working on the prelude for what will lead into Volume 3. So yeah, all the art has begun.
I actually turned in a short story script to Todd Mulrooney today.
Oh, stay away from him.
No, I sent it to him probably a month ago, but I had to fix up some parts.
Solicited or unsolicited?
Solicited. It's for an anthology book I'm trying to put out next year.
Show business.
Mm-hmm.
So Nasser, how long do you actually spend writing every day these days?
These days, a little bit tougher because of work. But in the last week, I've gotten 13,000 words done, but no comics in the last week.
It's quite a, and is that raw stream of consciousness words, or is that?
Yeah,
okay.
It's all stream of consciousness.
Have you started outlining at all, or are you just sitting down and you're running?
I never outline.
Where do you come up with your ideas now, sir? Do you meditate? You do drugs?
No, they
In
seem
the-
to
in
come
the
from
shower?
everywhere. They're like bunnies, man. I started with 2 of them, and now I got too many. I don't know what to do with them all.
Control Alt Delete.
Wait. You control alt delete bunnies? Is that how it works?
He was using a metaphor.
Brett Favre wants to know how many characters were puking in the 13,000 words.
Wait, what was that?
He does.
Sorry, I was reading something. I was reading something in the chat.
I think the gentleman was asking out of those 13,000 words, how many were dedicated to nonsense and bodily waste and bodily function?
No, I think I got all of it out in that chapter Ethan read.
No messing around, Nasser. I didn't get to read the whole thing, but I read a couple pages and it didn't make me want to throw up or anything.
Oh,
There you go.
oh wait,
That's
of
a
what?
seal
Of
approval.
Dr. Satan?
You should
Quick
put
review.
that down as
Yeah.
a quote on the book.
Sweet.
You want
That's going to be a quote somewhere.
That's a blurb, huh? Mike Miller from DC Injustice says, it didn't make me puke.
That's the good part about working with Peter Gilmore, because if something sucks, he straight up tells me, which I really like.
Now looks like Peter's doing a good job with it, though. It's got a fun style and it's got a nice
doing
presentation.
yeoman's work, Peter. Congratulations.
I thought about reading the actual words, but I was like, better not. Just take the pictures.
Quit while you're ahead.
Yeah. The pictures are pretty. No, it actually looks good, and it does look well written, Nasser. Good job on that, buddy.
He's reading the chat. He's not even listening.
Why do I even bother to
What?
treat him like a human being?
I am listening. I'm also reading the chat.
I am listening. I may not respond immediately.
That's where you say, thank you, Edwin. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I actually gave you a straightforward compliment that wasn't actually also a backhanded insult at the same time. It was
Thank
just
you.
Oh, well, that's why. Nasser was waiting for the quick turn on that one.
He wanted to follow up, right?
yeah. Is it time to kick Nasser yet? Or
Yeah, pretty soon actually. I do got work in the morning.
It's getting there. It's getting there. Did you guys all see the post about Lone Star coming in?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what day is it supposed to come to your house?
The first. 1,500 pounds worth of comic books are coming to my house.
How many?
1,500 pounds worth.
What, have you cleared out your garage? Because that's going to be.
Yeah, I know.
Our
That's
garage
gonna be-
is packed full of crap.
That's going to be like
That'll
somewhere between 3 and 6 pallets. That's going to be a lot of boxes.
be job me and my son Elijah, who will be helping me clear that garage out.
You got a crew there, don't you?
But yep, at least 800 pounds is going directly to the USO, and that'll actually be delivered tomorrow because they're a lot closer to the printer than I am.
Mm-mm. Oh, so it'll go straight there. So out of that 1,500 pounds, 800 of it is going straight to the
No.
USO?
There's 800 going to the USO, and then there's 1,500 coming to me.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Books are heavy.
Do you have,
So
all right, pragmatic stuff, or I mean, do you actually have room in the garage once you get it cleaned out to temporarily stage that stuff there?
yeah, it's going to take some work, but I have room here. Yeah.
And the weather's good there. No rain tomorrow and such.
I don't know what it's going to be like on the 1st. Someone said it's going to rain like tomorrow, but that's not, we still got some days to go before that.
Yeah. And then
Look, John, black.
I know. I really like that effect on the what is it? The cowl?
Yeah.
The looseness of it. Mm-hmm.
The scrunchies.
Yeah, the
Scrunchiness.
nice bunched up fabric.
Yeah, it looks really, really sweet. Like tattoo worthy sweet.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Let me know if you're going to get a tattoo of it first.
Probably not. I have one tattoo, and it's my last tattoo. And if I could go and have it removed today, I'd do it.
Oh, really?
what have you got? Like a Yosemite Sam? You got like a Yosemite Sam tramp stamp, or what are you rocking?
What's left, girl?
Yes. No, I think I've told this story before, but for those that haven't, when I was younger, I knew a guy that was learning to do tattoos. He gave me a tattoo in my kitchen, and I drew it out. It was the crow, and it was a good size. I mean, like size of your hand on my back. And when he did it, he took the eye lines for the crow, which are, generally, pretty thin, and he widened them out for no, I'm like, why did you widen these out? He's like, well, I'll just put my artistic interpretation on it. I was like, you son of a bee. And, but, whatever. I don't know how old I was, 17, 18, whatever. So I was just like, whatever, man, screw it. Then I was at the beach, and, God, I don't know if it was actually at San Diego, actually. But somebody had complimented my tattoo, and they said, oh, I love Kiss. And I was like, no!
Oh, no.
Yeah, so
that is when John's love affair with Kiss began.
No, that's where me not showing anyone my tattoo began. I was just mad.
Edwin.
I lagged out there for a second. What'd you say, Miller?
Oh, I said, can you grab that super chat?
Yeah, it's $5 from MAGA Man. So when is the inevitable tag team match of Tug and Edwin versus Bill Mayer and Joe Quesadilla in the squared circle with John Malin as a referee? What do you think, Tug?
I think that Bill Maher wouldn't know what he bit off with that, man.
Woo!
Yeah.
You gonna learn tonight, boy.
It's all these talking heads, man. They say a lot of stuff. You think, man, you would never ever say that to anyone's face. I mean, I really liked his comment of, I'm not happy that Stanley's dead. I'm sad that you're still alive, talking to comic and Marvel movie fans. I thought, man, what a nice guy.
Well, Joe still thinks, I think, that Joe thinks that celebrities are still going to save comic books. I mean, that was kind of his deal when he did Marvel Knights, bring in, what's the guy, Kevin Smith. Yeah. So, yeah, it's ridiculous. I mean, to offer up a ticket for Bill Maher to come out and hang out with him, and just like,
well, especially after, running his mouth like that.
Bill Maher is not going to save the comic book industry, and that's what Joe Quesada, I think, in his mind, thinks will happen. Well, this will be good to bring to the comic book industry. No, it won't.
Well, I got to be honest. Looking at the slightly melted, self-serve comb version of Kevin Smith, while he's hooty-hooing about something with some soy-faced dude on one of those Marvel programs, does not make me want to buy a comic book. It just makes me want to close the window and keep on trucking.
Was he doing something with Marvel?
I'm working on like the most Well, I don't think this is a profane word, so I'm working on the most smart ass freaking video I can. It's gonna be funny. I'm collecting. I got told today that I was using, mean language because apparently, if you say "re," that's apparently insulting autistics. So I told the people that told me that that's fine, but they have to ditch all ableist language too. So I'm going through and making a few snippets to teach them, that everything from idiot to dullard to dolt. You should look at all the words that are supposed to be off limits. I mean, if that's off limits, then oh my gosh, there's a dim, delusional, deformed. I'm going through an ableist list, and it's really funny to see these people who want to language police you, looking at all the words that they actually use. It's
Yeah, there's no winning once you bow down to that, because once you start saying what they want you to say, I mean, it's just like every SJW. It's about dominating you, and getting you to talk the way they want you to talk. And once you start doing that, they'll change the word. They'll make that one the new one that you're saying. Now they'll make that offensive in 5 years, and then they'll switch it to another one.
Yeah, when they started banning, there's a certain level of word you can make an argument for, okay. But when they start banning words like bossy, when there's a campaign to get rid of bossy, come on. I mean, seriously, folks.
Yeah, no sense.
Hey, Mike, I got to dip out, but thank you for having me on.
Wait.
Please back something real, you guys. Link is in the chat.
Have a good one now, sir.
Got him.
Yeah, something wicked. Is that what he was talking about? Something wicked?
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I read the first 2 of those. They're really good.
Yeah, I wonder why they didn't.
Yeah,
I wonder why they didn't list with the Indicron though. I wonder if they talked to those guys.
They're not Comicsgate.
Yeah, he said they're not. They're adjacent. And, not good enough anymore.
Well, that's a choice. That's a choice, and I kind of like those guys. I probably would still back them. I would still back them anyway. They had a good looking book.
Not just that. I mean, they're not the whole idea. I try to back people that, obviously I'm more inclined to back somebody that I know is, sitting here and saying, I am kind of down with these certain guidelines, these certain ideas, professionalism, good product, very easy to go with. But I also understand people that don't want to be, lambasted and kind of crucified by these other folks out there. So I watched them and have kept up with them. Unfortunately, the other side of this equation, they don't care if you call yourself adjacent, or they don't say if you're not part of it. You look at Alterna thanked the wrong people, and now they're part of Comicsgate. They pop up in everything. They get called like backers of white supremacy. I mean, all kinds of crazy stuff.
As long as you're not anti-Comicsgate, anyways. So
yeah.
For a penny in for a pound.
I just, people, I think people make a mistake when they say, these guys, they haven't said, I'm not Comicsgate, not like that. But a lot of people, when they throw that out there, there's always a lot of people react with the why. Why aren't you? Are you trying to say there's something wrong there? Because people, they get used to this idea that, even though when I talk about Comicsgate, I'm talking about like a set of principles. It's a hashtag campaign. But when people go and denounce it, they're not talking about denouncing principles. They're talking about denouncing you, anyone else that they don't like that's a wrong thinker.
I've been wrong for decades.
There is a bit of a difference, and I'm not being passive aggressive here. I'm not throwing anybody under the bus. There's a difference between somebody like the Something Real team, who is probably not really ideological at all, and you just want to make comic books. And there's people since Comicsgate looks at a lot of comics books and funds a lot of comic books and buys a lot of comic books and reads a lot of comic books. It's natural that people in Comicsgate would see it, right? And so, but there's a difference between saying, yeah, we're just kind of doing our own thing. We're not Comicsgate, but whatever. right? As opposed to maybe somebody who will spend 6 months telling you that they're not Comicsgate, but wanting everybody in Comicsgate to buy their comic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, those one of the guys from that book was actually on Ethan's channel a while back ago. So
Yeah.
To their credit, they're not acting like we're the plague, or at
Yeah.
least one person on that team is not acting like we're the plague. So yeah.
But I get it. I get why some people might be reluctant about that, because if you're going to come Comicsgate and put a book out, you've just kind of got to accept that people are going to come at you.
Yeah, not everyone's drinking the wolf milk. Not everyone can take it.
No, there's
It's
either
fine. I'll have people on my show that have no association with comics. Being on my show, it kind of putting a target on your back anyways. So it's like, as long as you're not sitting there saying, well, I don't want to have anything to do with it. It's like, well, if you don't, then just know. If you're coming on my show, probably some people are going to come after you. But if that, you don't have to allegiance to anything. You just freaking, don't be an idiot about it.
Oh, the new cover.
Yeah.
The new cover looks good on that Something Real. I covered them a lot of times. I would routinely tell people to look at their campaign. I'm going to put their link in chat just because they're pretty cool cats.
Was that broke up for anyone else in here when Mike was talking?
yeah, a little, yeah.
Okay.
So glad no one can hear me on my own screen.
Llama Gigante says, Mike, plug your mic in all the way. Now you're just roboting, Mike. So
yeah, it's not the mic. It's must be the connection, because I'm blurry too. So
this is the end.
All right. Sheesh. I'm gonna back out and back in.
Hey, okay.
All right.
Tell your kids to go to bed and get off the internet.
Are you any of you familiar with the Bancroft brothers, the Disney animators?
What about them?
They recently they're not political or anything, but they're two Christians, so they posted on their Facebook page about the abortion rulings in New York, and it was just like very light. Their stance is just that we don't agree with this and we just want to stand against it because we care about the life of the mother and the baby. And man, it was just all hate, like down the whole page, and they ended up just deleting it because it kind of reminded me of what you said. They're not used to that. They're usually not.
They don't drink that wolf milk.
Yeah.
I'm telling you guys, get that wolf milk. It'll toughen you up. Are these guys twins?
Yeah, that's them.
Okay.
Yeah, New York went a little overboard with that. I think once you're old enough to drive yourself to school, yeah, maybe it shouldn't be legal to abort you. And there's got to be some sort of reasonable cutoff there.
That's usually the time parents want to abort their kids. When they're reaching that teenage.
Yeah, once they, it's a bold choice from New York, but yeah, if you can shave, you're probably, yeah. I think they just call that murder at that point.
Yeah, well, at that point, if you're convicted of murder, they won't let you be killed.
Yeah.
If
you can just, yeah. So if you hey, if you kids can hear me in the womb and you have the misfortune of coming to term in the state of New York, just hit the ground running. when you see the light, just start running. Don't take any chances.
And they also put in that ruling, it's like basically the anti-stand your ground. Someone breaks in your house, you better not shoot them because you're probably going to end up with a manslaughter charge.
Really? In the state of New York, or the
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep. So that came in actually first. You know, there was actually a case where they were talking about there was a black gentleman that I think his son went to answer the door. I can't remember all the particulars of the case, but someone had tried to actually force their way in, and he pushed them out. And then this guy basically, ran around his trying to get in his house and stuff like that. A fight ensued, and one guy basically, went to help his brother out. There was another brother there, and he essentially ended up killing the other guy. And at first, the police said there was no crime. They let them go home. But months later, after a new law was passed, it looks like the brother that did that could actually face manslaughter charges because he protected his own home from a burglar.
Wow.
So you can kill your baby right before it's born, but you better not trifle with that burglar.
I feel like there was a movie about this, and you can turn your city or state into a dystopian science fiction story, but do you really want to? Good Lord.
Yeah, this is just guilty.
Well, that's the thing. When you become guilty of, you see so many things like that, though, where you say, hey, it's just a person trying to protect themselves or something else. I mean, it's insane. It's actually insane to make people make these decisions in the moment. I've talked about, we had a home invader one time, and it was quite insane. I luckily did not shoot anybody, but it was when my wife, we were expecting our first, we were still living in a smaller place. It was over by a college area. And, of course, in this region, everyone has a gun. I actually have a gun that sits by the bed then until I had, a kid. So I heard a really weird noise, and I got up and I have a sawed-off shotgun, legal, but still sawed-off 12 gauge. And I picked it up. I walked through the bedroom, out around through the kitchenette. I mean, it's all attached, and into we had a spare room. And in there, my mind was really foggy, but it feels like forever to process it. But essentially, there was a color there that didn't belong. And what it was a bright flannel Old Navy, like a orangish, those Old Navy throws that people have. And my mind kind of clicked on when a guy stepped forward, and I don't even remember what he said, but he had a knife in his hand. And he had broken our window, and I opened up with a litany of profanity, and I can't say all the stuff I said on my channel, but that was scary. Also, having the police come was scary because you're standing over a guy with a gun. I mean, but anyway.
Yeah, probably a good time to bring up that on Netflix, guys. You can go watch. I think it's called the Ted Bundy tapes. Like 3 episodes. It's pretty good.
Yeah, actually, you notice that what's really creepy on Twitter, there's been a lot of the SJWs. They've been going around saying, oh, my God, it's that Ted Bundy. He's so cute. He's so sexy. I'm like, oh, my God. That guy. He is all the things you complain about, sexist and, misogynist. He's all of that combined. He's the worst of the worst. Glad that you find him sexy, though. That's great.
I muted Mike for the record.
Was Elijah being noisy?
That's why it was sounding so clean and clear when you were talking there, Tug.
Oh,
is that what that was?
Yeah. See what I do for you guys?
Man, that was awesome.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on? Is it?
Someone in chat said they can find out my identity now. Look up home invasions in Wakanda.
Well, I have got a hot plate of KLB waiting for me, so I'm going to have to get you.
Ooh.
Hot plate of what? What is
KLB?
What's that?
It's Korean style barbecue.
Oh. Okay, sweet.
All right, enjoy.
I'll show you. I'll put it on the. Let me show you this meaty goodness. Hang on. Let's see if we can do this. Make sure this is.
Oh yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, KLB is the bomb. Got some kimchi.
Oh yeah.
Good Lord, this is like 5 pounds of food.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That looks like a lot of food.
All right, gentlemen, I'm gonna toss this down my neck. I may see you in a bit.
Bon appetit.
Aloha.
Jew.
That's French. Well, then there were 4, and Mike's on mute. I did not mute him this time. For the record.
Yeah. Sure, you didn't.
No, I didn't. I'd tell you if I did it.
I know. I muted myself because my son's being too loud.
Oh,
Is that why you muted me? Did you mute me because of Elijah?
I don't know.
it was a lot of just kind of noise. I don't know what it was. It was robot-y.
Yeah, you had a lot of popping noises and some like robot-y sounding feedback or something. It was really weird.
Yeah.
Really?
Felt like Skynet was taking you down.
It's gone now.
Rodwell Stevens is recognizing my bilingual abilities. Thank you, Rodwell.
What'd you say?
Bon appetit.
Oh
Man.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, I think I'm going to check out. I think I'm going to go make this video and make fun of somebody. So I'll see you guys. I may,
Later,
if it comes a big snowstorm, I may actually be back. It depends. It's supposed to snow here, so we'll see.
Yeah, we got like 7 inches.
Did you really?
Whoa.
Yeah. We're here,
Yeah,
you know.
snow.
If people start like trying to drive on the road and there's, you know, a flicker of it, people start having wrecks and everything. It's crazy.
Yeah. Now this is a lot for us. So this is like snowblow weather. Yeah.
Yeah, it's on the news like that whole area, that whole side of the country is just going to get mobbed, but with weather, snow and crap.
Yeah.
All right,
But
Tug.
yeah, I went and took care of my whole neighborhood. Tug's already gone, Mike.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Um,
So I went
Bye,
up and
Tug.
down my street, went to the old folks' home. I gave, you know, I like to be sure when I do the sidewalk that I give enough room for the wheelchairs.
oh,
And even though I'd never see an old person come out, but hey, it's there.
that's very nice of you, John Malin.
Yeah. Jay Hamilton's calling me a wussy Malin. Sorry, dude. My driveway's kind of big, and the sidewalk I cover is very long. And yeah, I use horsepower to take care of that.
You have a horse?
Oh, combustion engine.
You have to have those in Michigan. Do you already? Is it already known where you live, John? Right.
Is what?
People. I mean.
Oh yeah. Everyone knows I'm in Michigan.
Okay, I didn't want to say something.
Yeah, no, it's Michigan.
Cool. Yeah. So man, yeah, I'm from Michigan. I have family still there, and yeah, man, I don't miss the cold though. Gotta say.
Yeah. No, I try to stay out of it, but it's not bad. It's actually been a pretty warm-ish winter. So, you know, 20s, 30s, not a lot of snow. You know, it hasn't been too bad at all. But we just got hit now, and I've only used the snowblower twice in the last 3-4 months.
Oh wow. Not
3
too bad
months.
winter.
November. Late November, I think, was when we got our first snow, and it was kind of heavy. So.
Welcome to the Weather Channel. I hope you're having a wonderful day.
Mm-hmm. Well, people want to know. Victor Thomas says right now, Victor Thomas in chat says he lives in Michigan.
Oh, cool.
Triton number 1 wants to know which Taco Bells I go to. Yeah. Well, I don't want to narrow myself down that much, but yeah, I got a few Taco Bell options, guys.
I used to go to one on is it Grand River and what is it? Grand River and Inkster.
Oh yeah.
I used to go. I used to live in the 7 Mile.
Yeah, I live between Detroit and Lansing, but Grand River is my main road.
Yeah.
We've nailed it down.
But that goes for miles, man. Grand River.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's not like California where streets like always they'll go for a couple miles and then it'll end, or it'll just turn into a totally different street name.
Right.
No way, dude. El
That's it.
Cajon goes all the way from like almost downtown all the way to El Cajon. universities.
impressive for California. But man, some of these
Yeah, right?
Michigan roads, they'll go for like, you can be driving for like half hour longer on those things.
Well,
Yeah.
think how about El Camino Real? That goes
Yeah.
all the way up the state.
Oh wow.
So just go searching up for Taco Bell's on Grand River, guys. You might find me.
Camino Real.
That's not okay.
Man, I used to go to Taco Bell so often that the people at the speaker, like the drive-in, they knew my voice and they're like, they knew what I ordered. They're like, double-decker taco, chalupa. And then I was like, man. And then my friend, he's like, we got to go a different one, man. I don't like people knowing. What
They're doxing your Taco Bell choices.
And now
My
in California,
local pizza place is like that. Only when I show up, like they know who I am. I'm like, oh. So, yeah, you know, we've ordered from the same pizza place for over 10 years. So
You have at least a certain population.
yeah,
They
people
know
get
who
to
you
know
are.
you.
And they still go there.
yeah, it creeps me
Surprise.
out. They don't know like who I am. They just know, oh, Malin or John Malin. Like, yeah, whatever they say when I walk in. And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I remember.
Don't tell them. Hopefully, it's no SJW that knows you, right? Or put it under a different name. Put it under a
Yeah.
different name. You're.
This is how Malin got sick. He just doesn't know. But he hawked a
What?
flu loogie in his chalupa.
Oh,
Yeah, Michigan, man. Because I was like close to Detroit. I was like, when I was living there, I lived in Redford, which is, I could literally just walk a few blocks. I was in Detroit, but yeah, it was, man, it was, people were pretty, like in California, people are kind of leery about talking sometimes because there's a lot of crazies, but they're more, it seemed like a little more friendly. Like at least where I was living in Michigan, like if I was like raking leaves in my yard or I'd said hi to somebody, they just like be walking, staring at me and just keep walking and just staring. I'm like, what the heck? Like, don't even.
well, that's
And
definitely.
you think
Yeah, I mean,
California
like,
is friendly?
huh?
I said he
If
thinks
they don't know your
California.
politics. If they don't know your politics, you're safe.
Dude, have you ever been to the South?
Of California? What?
Oh, like South America, not South America, the South in America. You know,
Yeah.
Louisiana or Texas or
No, yeah, no, definitely. I mean, yeah, they're definitely friendly.
those
in
are
the
friendly
South.
people.
Yeah, that's off the charts friendly
Yeah.
compared. But no,
To
I've been.
California.
But California, I mean,
I
they
didn't
like,
realize it was worse anywhere else. Maybe New York.
but like in Michigan, people, at least when I was living there, people would say crap. There would always be like something going to go down. Someone would make a smart remark, you know, like, oh, what do you, nice jacket or something like that, you know. And at least when I was living there, maybe it's my neighborhood. Yeah. And it's like, yeah, I kind of learned how to deal with people like that. But California, I never had anybody usually speak, you know.
Yeah. Actually, I did live off someone in the chat. I did live off of 8 Mile, but it was in a town called Whitmore Lake. So 8 Mile, 9 Mile, all that stuff. They run a good, just like Grand River. They run a good ways. You don't have to be in the hood. Yeah, you don't have to be in the hood of Detroit to live off of 8 or 9 Mile. But I did go to when I was a union carpenter, when I was like 20 years old, I had to go out to 8 or 9 Mile for my school. So when you go through the union apprenticeship, they actually make you go out there. They have a building for it. God, I can't remember the crossroads, but yeah. So I do have some affiliation with 8 Mile.
No, it's cool to throw it out there,
You
too.
know Eminem?
Yeah.
Sure do.
Slim Shady.
No, I was listening to ICP, man. I wasn't listening to Eminem. I was down with ICP before everyone knew what ICP was. I had the tape.
Oh, that's the cassettes.
Yeah. Beverly Kills 50187. That was like their very first, I think their very first ever actual album or tape. So I think it was before they started. I think they call them Joker's cards, like their albums is a Joker's card, I think. So I'm not a juggalo.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But
There's a lot of juggalos.
for a moment in time, this tape was going around the mean streets of Whitmore Lake, and yeah.
Good night, David Peterson. He's leaving the chat.
Good night.
Good night.
Yeah, Whitmore Lake. Whitmore Lake, for those that want to zero it down a little bit, it's just north of Ann Arbor. So,
okay.
Yeah, not the hood.
I used to go to Ann Arbor with my friends on the weekends.
Yeah.
It was fun. There's a place, Pinball Pete's, we used to go to.
Oh yeah, in Ann Arbor, yeah. Been there. Yep. Yeah, wasn't it down in the basement? Was it down in the basement?
Let's see. The one I went to, it was like, I think you went up stairways.
By
but then
the
there
college,
was,
right?
Yeah, and there was a bigger one. There was a small one, and there was like a bigger one. It had like
I've been to a couple. They had one in Lansing too. That might have been in the basement. I'm not sure. So
okay, they had cool old games, like retro 80s games, 90s.
Yeah. Oh, well, I was going in the 80s and 90s, so they weren't retro to me.
They're new, yeah.
Yeah, and funny story was my older brother and my cousin, they were selling blood in, I think it's East Lansing, for to get video game money to go and play Pinball Pete's.
Wow. Hardcore, man.
Yeah.
These new gamers don't know anything, man. They don't know how hard it was back then selling blood for game habits. Just for a quart, you didn't even get to have a save code or anything, man. Just play it for an hour. Didn't get to own it.
Yeah, but that way you get to put your name up there, or at least your initials.
Yeah, yeah.
Totally worth it.
Dude, I played in the arcade before. It was like the tail end of the arcade craze where everybody hung out from school, high school, or whatever.
You're just a young buck, ain't you, Matt?
But it's cool because I remember I had some stories, man. I'd play people in some of those fighting games, man. It would get pretty heated. One guy was like making the whole machine like rock back and forth. Good times.
Good times.
Though the worst is this one. There's this one kid, this Asian kid. He would play, and he had a little brother. So what he'd do is he'd beat you. He's so good. There's a line of people waiting to play him. He'd beat you, and then he'd just walk away. And his little brother would come up and play the second fight in the middle, and then he would get beat by you because he's just a kid. And then his big brother would come back and beat you in the third round. So you get like a long gameplay out of 1 quarter, or whatever 50 cents, whatever it was. But yeah, his little brother, and that's what tick you off because if he beats you, he just walk like you're nothing, and his little brother pop up and just play you middle round, second round,
short round.
Yeah. Punk kid.
That's where the name came up.
Yeah.
I'm the new Brad.
So you working on agenda there, Matt?
Yep. Yeah, I'm inking right now.
Are you working on anything, Malin?
Yeah, I am doing one last cover, but I can't say what it's for. I don't have permission.
I see.
Yeah.
Everything in John's life is secret.
No, Trixie Kane, I did a cover for that. That was announced. The the single page spread I did for, what is it, Tales from the Gate. I announced that. But yeah, these are for other people, so I'm not, until they mention it, I'm not mentioning it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair. I just post everything.
Oh.
I know.
I mean, unless they're specifically asked me not to.
Yeah. I think when I get around to Project Thunder, I think I'm going to do a lot of live drawing, because that'll be the first project I do that'll be all me. So I won't be beholden to anyone else.
Right on. Oh, yeah, it feels good, man.
So later this summer, guys, I'll be doing live drawing for y'all's.
Yay!
Did you see
That
the?
way, and it's a drawing stream. It won't just
the
be
new
me
cost for the,
drawing.
Yeah, I don't know.
How's your channel growing?
Yeah, Jesus.
Either of you? Anyone?
What was it?
I'm sorry, you roboted out on that, Mike. What would you say?
Oh, I said, how's your channel growth?
Oh,
Because
I'm around 3,000.
Oh, you mean subscriber?
Yeah, so-
Let me see. I think
That's what's up.
close to 100. I didn't check it yet.
100? Guys, get over to Matt
Um,
Cosson's channel and sub to him.
Oh, I got 97.
Get over to my channel and sub to me.
Yeah, them too. They're all sub to you already.
Yeah. I got 3,024, so that's good. Yeah, for what the limited amount of content that I put out on there, I 25, 50 here or there. Hey, that's cool. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I got relatively steady. It's funny how many people backs them out.
Shipping.
I don't know. Unsubbing is weird. I almost never unsub from anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's more bots.
Headrock said he'll sub for $10.
My sister has a
Give me $10 a sub. Thank you.
he'll sub to me. $10. Man,
Hey man, it'll be worth it.
He's highballing me there, man. Usually they only pay $5.
So worth it. How much are you streaming, Matt?
At least I think I've been doing a couple times a week, but I have to set a regular schedule, like a regular day.
I only stream in days that end in Y.
Oh, thanks,
Yeah.
Cam. 1138. I got 98 subscribers now. Headrock says, I'm worth it. You're worth it.
Give them two
Hey,
more
thanks, Magic.
real quick.
It says Magic Carpet Ride. Thank you.
Buy my sub for $5. Yeah, my camera looks a little bit better. I don't know if it was because I had so many people on here or what.
Yeah, maybe. He's liking it. I don't know. It's coming in clearer now, yeah, on the YouTube. Cool. Yeah, I can see the detail in it.
I'm glad you're feeling better, Malin.
Yeah, we'll see. So I was out snow blowing, so I don't know if that did any redamage, but even still, I'm afraid this is going to be a lingering one. So yeah, I'm hopeful, but I'm not celebrating yet.
They sound better than that drawn and quartered last time.
Yeah. Usually once I start yakking, it starts I don't know, breaking loose a little bit.
Yeah. That was John's deathbed stream.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
I'm here. I will not quit.
I didn't want to lose my perfect record. I'm the only one with a perfect record on drawn and quartered.
That's true, including me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's commitment.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, John never goes anywhere, so.
Well, you got that.
I was in Japan. I have an excuse.
Yeah. But even if I was gone, I would set up in my hotel. I don't know, man, because Wi-Fi in hotels everywhere I've been to, they always suck. But I would try.
Yeah, that's my excuse. I'm in a hotel right now. Yeah. It's a ticket.
Because I care. Yeah. Sober Frog says he thinks he caught whatever I got flying over Michigan last weekend. Possible.
Inks look sweet. Thank you, Jiminy Cricket. At least you can see him now, right? Can you see him now? Let me lock on. Oh yeah, you can lock. I'm gonna lock on so you can see.
Yeah, I can see him real good in the Hangout. That's usually a good sign for the YouTube.
Hey, Doom CMYK.
Yeah, but sometimes
Thank you.
it does make a difference, right?
Cam 1138 wants to know if I was sad that Nerd Wonder outed me as being a good-hearted guy today. I don't know. Look, you know, I'm nice enough, guys, but Nerd Wonder and everybody that's worked on Graveyard Shift, they've all earned it. So, you know, they put in the work, and you know, getting paid isn't, you know, the reward. So it's not me being nice so much as them doing what needs to be done, and then I hand them over money. I do appreciate it though. Yeah. But it's not charity. Nerd Wonder earned her a spot. You know, Cal and Vaughn and Todd and Render Contender, they all earned their spots. So that's why they're getting paid.
Randy Green was actually called me while I was on stream today, and I put it on speaker, and it was his first stream, kind of. I told him.
Yeah, he was
to get a
popular.
camera. He wants to be on. Yeah, he wants to get on Drawn and Quartered, so he's going to get a camera.
Nice. Yeah, what was the book that he did? He did some she demon, some kind of demon, right?
He did Witchblade. Oh, you're thinking Randy Queen.
Oh, Randy Queen? Who's this?
Randy Green.
Oh, Randy Green. Oh, is that an inker?
No, he was on Witchblade. Emma Frost and some other X stuff.
Cool.
He's a good guy. North Carolina.
One of the top cow guys, huh?
Yeah, but not in. He was in North Carolina, so he didn't.
Yeah, still work for the studio.
He didn't move out. Yeah.
Yeah. Why are you trying to take that away from him, Mike?
Yeah, it's Top Cow. You know,
Top Cow used to be cool, man.
Yeah, I guess.
It's 758 grams, so it's 1.67 pounds.
Whoa.
What?
I heard, whatever, Evil E giving some... Is he talking on the phone? Are you letting your kids just talk on the phone in your office, Mike?
I know, right?
Jeez.
It's business.
It is business. It's business. He's working out his with his partner, his business partner, the board game he's doing.
Mike, what are you drawing this for?
You know, we did the auctions,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then part of the auctions was pimping up the or you know, if you spend a certain amount, then you get the commission. So.
Oh, nice. So the person asked for what? Joker holding up Batman's skull in the cowl?
No, I threw in the
what?
skull. He just wanted a torso of the Joker.
Oh, nice. Well, that's a heck of a commission then.
Well, you know, you can spend that much money on my original. I'm going to do something extra nice for you.
Look at that.
Plus, I'm not entirely sure I'm for a while since I have to pack up 1,500 pounds. I don't know if I'm going to have the time.
Yeah, get those books out. So
Yeah.
you think you're going to have them in a week? Or no,
I'm going to have
first.
By the 1st, that's when they're scheduled to deliver. Yeah.
Nice. So 28
yours
right now. I haven't got my arrival date, so they haven't landed on the shore yet. But I actually think any day now I'll be getting my heads up because it's a 6-week estimated ship time. So it's
Where are they landing? LA?
I'm not sure if it's East or West Coast. So, but they do have to get to the East Coast. So they'll probably be on a semi truck or a train.
Thinking, because China's just across the ocean for me, but then it's an ocean and a continent for you.
Yeah, they're going to Jersey.
Yeah, and it's funny because if you were using my printer, you'd be getting yours, like you'd have yours already because it's in Canada. So like I was saying, the ones that are going to the USO, which is in Arlington, Virginia, they're getting there tomorrow because they're so much closer,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I'd be paying ideally a lot more. I'm trying to tell people, look, guys, if you guys got insider information you want to hand me about local printers that are giving super competitive rates, I'm all for it. But nobody shared such information with me, so I'm going to Print Ninja.
I heard you.
Yeah, that's where we went with my timesheet book, but I didn't handle the printing. But yeah, we went to them twice. We're going the second time for second book.
You're going to what?
Print Ninja.
Oh.
Yeah, Print Ninja. That good quality.
So you're just copying.
Everything's $0.
What was it?
FedEx is saying everything's $0 per month.
Look at that. He's trying to figure out shipping prices.
Oh,
John, did you hear the post office raised its shipping?
Yeah, I think I heard you mention it a day or two ago. What was it, like 5% or something like that?
It sounds like it's something like that. I don't know what it is. It's going up 5 cents on the stamps, which they're 50-cent stamps, which actually that's 10%, isn't it? They're going 50 to 55, so that's 10%. But I don't know. No. Yeah, damn. I hope it's not 10% across the board. That would suck.
Yeah. Well, I think we set our prices well enough that even if there's an increase, that it's not going to hurt us. So, I mean, it hurts a little, but it's not gonna bust us, I don't think. So, yeah.
I set mine at $8.
8?
Yeah.
10003.
I know.
Better make sure Lee closes that deal.
Yeah, we'll see how this works out.
Yeah.
It's 1.5.
But yeah, I'm excited, man, because I want to get these shipped because I want to be able to get through all these finances and my taxes and see where I ended up at the end of this year. And since I don't have an accountant or anything like that, I'm a little anxious to find out. So, but I have to ship everything in February, and after that, I'll know, financially where these campaigns have been hitting for me. So looking forward to that.
I don't know. Try to
Dealing with that crap.
Comic Book Bob says, "Man, the pros ink like gods. My ink suck." He must be talking about Mike because Mike's the only one inking. So.
Matt's inking too. You just can't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll put a quick pic up. You can see it here. Let's see. Can you see it? Just a little preview.
Spartan.
How
much is it?
Oh,
almost finished with this.
Hold on. I just clicked on here. Let's see. Oh yeah, it looks cool.
Yeah, that's good.
Get some action going on.
Very nice, man.
How's James doing?
Thanks. What's that?
How's James doing?
Oh, good. He's been doing he's been doing the videos, the writing videos on YouTube, and that's a good one to check out. The writing series.
You can get
creative writing series. I think it's Esper's 999 or Esper 999. But it's like creative writing secrets.
And so,
and now go back to Mike.
Just ship you the labels, and you have a
Yeah, I am going a little
Yeah.
overboard for this, but that's fine. That's fine.
I did that my last one commission I had to do. I was like, I got to talking and I just went too overboard with. I started watercoloring too deep.
Yeah, that's overboard, dude. Well, I just want to make sure I deliver something cool.
Mhm.
Oh, and people appreciate that definitely.
Well, yeah,
Just
good
hope they don't-
business.
Used to it.
So what is here? Here's the website. I'm sending it to you.
Yeah, so John, I don't know if you saw, I'm done with I finished page 19 today.
So they do like
Oh.
if you pay $50, you get 1,500
Hold on,
shipments
wait,
from
Library.
I'm waiting for it to clear up.
things.
Blurry as
cool.
crap.
Get customized
Is
packing
it?
slips and
I like that silhouette
shipping.
that frames the top right panel. That's cool.
Thank you.
Reaction.
Yeah, I don't know if it's my connection or what. I can barely see it.
Huh.
Yeah, it's a little.
50 things per month.
It's a little.
They'll give you
Blurry.
50.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it looks like crap. I don't know what's going on. Such inconsistent internet.
I don't think you have
Annoying.
That's what.
Well, they'll be moving to what? 5G before too long, right?
Hope, man. I don't want them to do it. They're gonna do it though.
I don't know if they're going to do it in my neighborhood.
They're doing it.
What are you talking about? For cell phones.
When?
Yeah.
Because I thought it was gonna be like 2020.
Yeah. I know that they're doing that in Japan 2020.
Really?
They're usually ahead of us.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was just thinking. Then maybe we're getting it later. What is 5G and when do I get it? All right.
Yeah, I heard a bunch of negative stuff about the effects on the human body. That's what I'm concerned with.
Really?
Those towers.
Turned into a potato again. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. They aren't playing video games out there, right?
No.
What's going on? What the fart, man?
It was clear, like not too long ago.
Yeah.
No. That's right.
Yeah, it's Monday, so it's media free Monday here at the house. So it shouldn't even be clogging up. Nothing should be clogging it up. That's what I'm annoyed with.
Well, you know what I do? Before I came on, that's why I took a little time. As I unplug my router and just like let it rest for a minute, and I plug it back in. It kind of reboots the signal. At least it seems like it clears it up for me.
Well, I mean, with that,
So this article is from 2017, and it said that U.S. is 2020. Oh my God!
5,000.
What year?
Why does Elijah come out clearer than Mike?
I don't know.
Yeah,
what-
no, it is.
It said they were aiming for 2020, but even in this article, it said it was ambitious. So I'm going to see if there's a more up-to-date one.
There's another place that I heard about too.
Yeah.
Did you see the video?
Now everybody's listening to Elijah's conversation.
Are you
Yeah.
guys listening to me?
Because you're talking in the background and everyone can hear you.
Yes.
I'm that much more interested than you guys.
No, you're that much louder. Smart Alec. Oh, and it's clear again. It's just so frustrating. Seriously, can we have a one-on-one talk about your internet? Nobody's playing anything. This is Media Free Monday, so nobody's on the internet
Our
except
internet just.
Elijah's You're not on the internet, right? I mean, you're not streaming anything.
I'm on a chat.
Yeah.
On a chat.
So that's the rule in your house on Mondays.
Yeah.
That's cool. Good rule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad's
You know, otherwise they just get sucked into that stuff. So.
Why is this gray? Why did you make it gray?
I didn't make a rule for myself like that.
Yeah, right. Issues such as my issues. John, are you researching?
Yes. Basically, it looks like they're saying anywhere between early deployment could be in 2019 to prepare for their Sprint may have something out in 2019. Anywhere between 2019 and I don't know, they said by 2024 it should be all good and set up. So,
and then we all get the cancers.
Yeah, I was gonna say, dude, I'm probably getting rid of my cell phone. I might get like one of those flip phones if they still exist. Or I bought a rotary phone. No, not a rotary phone. I bought a the old school like 80s like the dial pad.
Yeah.
Like the one where it's like you rest the receiver down on top and it's the bell cling. Yeah. I bought one of those at a resale shop here and I'm like, I gotta buy that 80s phone.
How much was it?
It's only like $10 or something like that.
Yeah, if you get the right colors, like you know how most of them are like beige and brown and crap.
Oh yeah, I got a black one.
Or black. Yeah, if you get like the pink ones or like the red ones or something, those things are worth freaking money, man.
Wow, really?
Yeah. So if you're ever like in a thrift shop and you see one of those weird colors, if it's you know $10-15, probably flip it on eBay for like $100.
Dang, I didn't know that. Man, yeah, it's funny because I like buying a lot of those retro like stuff if I find little things like that. Like I missed out on a TV that looked really cool and I just didn't get it. I should have. It was gone. When I changed my mind, went back, it's gone. It's a little black and white.
Let's go.
Yeah, we still have a TV from like probably the 60s.
Oh wow.
Cabinet.
Because if it's an outlier,
but it's in the. We don't have to talk that loud. I can just end your conversation anytime I want.
Do it, Mike. Do it. Take the power back. What else is going on in the world of comics?
Yeah, that's what I've learned. Check out Bleeding Fool.
Ugh.
You might not like it.
Why?
I don't know. Just from what I've been seeing the last few days.
I haven't willingly gone on Bleeding Cool in a long time.
No, not Bleeding Cool. Never go there.
Oh, Bleeding Cool?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. There we go. You saved me.
Oh my goodness.
BleedingCool.com.
Suggest anyone go to Bleeding Cool.
Yeah. Listening cost 47.
Which website does Harry Knowles like run? That's a movie one, right? Bleeding Cool is just strictly comics.
Oh. And they're, well, I guess I have been there, but I don't like peruse it. I'll follow a link there once in a blue moon.
We don't even. You don't.
And 1,000 freaking pop-ups. That's a you could do a YouTube channel like that where you just go to Bleeding Cool every day and you're like, this is on Bleeding Cool. I'm streaming, I have to deal with it. Deal with the pop-ups. I will suffer the
CW orders Riverdale spinoff pilot Katie Keene. I'm not an Archie guy. Anybody know who Katie Keene is?
No clue.
No.
No, it doesn't look like anything new. Marvel introduces cat variants. Why hasn't DC gotten rid of the bad apples? And then there's a picture of Dan DiDio attached.
12 by 9.5.
Wait, so they're saying that Dan is a bad apple?
Well, that's what Bleeding Fool is implying. Let's see.
Hey. Ooh, this hair's fun. Words. Ain't it cool news? What's Ain't It Cool News? That sounds familiar.
Oh, that's it. Ain't it cool news? It's Harry Knowles.
Okay, so here's the Dan DiDio, a clip from the Dan DiDio on Bleeding Fool. It says, I'm not surprised scumbags like DiDio are still kept firmly employed, nor Harris, despite how he's clearly just a figurehead editor overshadowed in almost every way by the former. It's clearly meaningless to the higher-ups at Time Warner that DiDio's only brought long-term disaster, lately in the forms of Heroes in Crisis, which already tanked in sales, selling well below 100,000 copies, which isn't much in itself to begin with. And reports now say that they're even selling nearly half of what they had before, and at least a few more titles have been canceled. Based on this, why does DiDio keep getting a pass when it's clear he symbolizes unpopularity at DC? He's only been a bad omen for the company since he started. They don't need to continue financing him. Strong words. Yeah, 100,000 is kind of what titles launch at. But I think now even a lot getting close to they're supported by variant covers, and that all keeps adding up. So yeah, but if you look what shops are actually ordering, man, it could be very depressing if you took away every variant, every weird gimmick going on, and if you just stripped everything, every number one, if it's just a single issue, like a single cover, no frills, no over shipping, just direct orders. I mean, it could turn out to be rather pathetic unless it's like, a Spider-Man book.
Yeah, I'm wondering how much money those Captain Marvel books are going to cost local comic shops, just in having to stock all that crap. Because I don't think little girls are going to be running into comic shops after that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Call me crazy. Call me crazy.
Well, they're pushing it like crazy, right?
Are they?
Well, I've been seeing it. To me, it kind of has that vibe of the Ghostbusters reboot, where they're trying to push it just because it's.
Yeah, that did very well.
I've been seeing, like, if you talk bad about it or negatively about it, then they jump on you.
Oh, because you're a sexist.
Yeah. It's like, because the first thing I noticed watching it, because I'm down with checking out some new movies, but it's like she never once had a different expression on her face the whole trailer.
Yeah, there have been entire videos about that, dude.
Yeah. It's like, and then they jump on you for saying that. I'm like, it's obvious. It's like, you should have the right to be able to, well, we have the right, but yeah. Everything comes with agenda.
The Last Orion is saying to invite Professor Geek on to talk about DiDio, and then I looked at the chat, and Professor Geek is in here, and he says, I wrote an article on DiDio for Bleeding Fool. Not that one, but I'm not a fan at all. So, Mike, unless you have any problems, Professor Geek, how's it going?
Come on in, Michael.
The professor's in.
If you can deal with my son talking in the background.
It does get annoying.
Right?
$35.
$35. Let's see. There we go. Okay, Professor Geek. The Hangout link is in your Twitter DM.
Yeah.
What should the market for you be?
I don't know, man. I can't talk about that right now.
No, put all your trade secrets out here for everyone, man. Come on. Now,
Well, I've
now
never launched.
the chat is yelling to invite the professor. They demand it.
I believe you have already, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
There's no mercy for
Relax, people. Relax.
Oh, by the way, thanks, Mike. I'm up to 112 subscribers now. Thanks to everybody in the chat too.
Nice.
But that's not
From
All right. If
97.
anybody else in the chat has not subbed to Matt Cossin, please get on over there. Or John Malin.
Mhm.
He occasionally does videos too.
Yeah. Well, mine mainly focus with talking to creators and giving them a little extra promotion on their projects. So when I get them lined up, I do them. But every once in a while, there's a little nugget of joy. Even though it's a month old now, but we did the Christmas Carol audio play, and with Mike and Cecil, it's actually pretty. I think it turned out pretty well, and it's about an hour and 15 minutes long. If you guys haven't heard it, go listen to Cecil being Ebenezer Scrooge. It's funny.
It's good stuff. Good stuff.
No.
What's up, Michael? Professor Geek.
Not much. How's everybody?
Doing well. How are
Doing fine.
you?
Good. I've been working on my campaign stuff all day today. Finally submitted to Indycrons coming soon, and working on the Indiegogo campaign draft and all of that. So thanks, chat, for demanding me.
Get in there. All right, you know what I'm going to do? Since my son won't shut up, I'm going to mute myself. And why don't you go ahead and talk about the article that you wrote up for bleeding. Cool.
Okay, yeah. So I've had problems with this man for a long time. if you look at if you follow his creative decisions and the places he steered the DC universe in ever since he came into power as a co-publisher there, Paul Levitt's retired or demoted himself or whatever happened there, and Dan Didio was one of the people that rose up to take his place. He started steering the universe right away into a darker place. This is where he likes to see the DC universe go. He started with Identity Crisis, which by Brad Meltzer, which was a finely written book, but it was far darker than the DC universe had any business being. Because the DC universe is a very different thing than Marvel. It is the more shiny, iconic, and it's okay for those two to be very different. You need sort of the best of both worlds. So Identity Crisis, of course, led eventually right into the New 52. And the New 52 had a lot of fans, and it brought some new readers on and all of that, but it was unprecedented in rebooting Action Comics, rebooting Detective Comics in terms of the numbers, the numbering, and it brought a ton of darkness into the DC universe. In fact, it remade all of the characters over in sort of a Batman-like style. And Dan Didio eventually released a list he had. It was his kill list. Things he wanted to do away with in the DC universe. And you can find images of this. This is real. He could not handle the Superman Lois Lane marriage. That had to die. Shazam had to go because that childlike wonder, we can have that. Dick Grayson, Nightwing. Nightwing had to die because he makes Batman look old, and Dan Didio didn't like the fact that people made phallic jokes about his name, Dick Grayson. And so he's tried and tried and tried. He got rid of Wally West because legacy character. He doesn't like legacy characters. He wants it to be cool and dark and edgy and all of this. Well, the New 52, I mean, it's objectively true that it just eventually failed. They couldn't sustain those spectacle sales, and the sales dwindled to the point where the higher-ups had to step in and demand that Rebirth take place. And that's when they let Jeff Johns come to the forefront with his creative decisions. Dan Didio was still in place and everything like that, but they made Jeff Johns' creative decisions take over. And Rebirth was wonderful. Rebirth brought a ton of readers back, and the sales were wonderful. and eventually it was supposed to be a 2-year story arc, but the sales were up, so somehow somebody in the higher ups just said, okay, pitch it back to Didio, let him have his creative control again. And he started coming out in the media again, talking about the direction of the DC universe, talking about how he wanted to steer it and he wanted to be innovative like the New 52 was. And look what he's done to the DC universe. He couldn't kill the Superman Lois Lane marriage because people loved it too much. So he decided that they're married, but they're no longer living together because they really don't need each other. So they're just going to, kind of be not married, but still married. It's ridiculous. It's bizarre. Super Sons, the run that was insanely popular and did insanely well with young John Kent, Superman's son, and Robin. They were a wonderful team. Everybody loved them. Dan Didio brought in Bendis, and Bendis wanted to make John a older, edgier character, so he prematurely aged him, and that canceled Super Sons. They've got a little mini series going on now that takes place back in set back in time, but that's over. That's gone. The Teen Titans, Robin is torturing villains now. Wally West had to die again because who needs that guy? He's hopeful and a legacy character. He couldn't kill Nightwing because Nightwing is too popular, so he had him shot in the head and gave him amnesia and changed his name from Dick Grayson to Rick Grayson. and guess what? Sales are plummeting again. All the readers who came back for Rebirth are leaving in droves. It's just, and I just don't know what kind of compromising photos does he have of somebody in the higher ups there at Warner Brothers that he's able to maintain his position after all of these, it's not just one bad decision. It's consistently this one direction that doesn't sell that he just insists on steering that universe into. And it's not a good fit for the DC universe. I just don't understand it.
Now, I'm not a DC guy. I couldn't tell you heads or tails what's going on in that company. But it almost, to me, as an outsider looking in, it almost sounds like you're describing kind of what they were doing with their cinematic universe and why people are now arguing why Aquaman is doing well, because it's embraced kind of the fun of being, a superhero or an Atlantean. Versus Man of Steel, where, I don't know, they turned Superman into kind of like this autistic character.
It's very similar. In fact, Zack Snyder, who set the DC cinematic universe on his trail, he was drawing heavily from the New 52 for all of his influence and inspiration. So yeah, it's pretty much the same thing, just in a different medium. It's really bizarre and it just shows you the disconnect. I mean, you see this at Marvel too, with Marvel Disney, just the disconnect between the corporate, people or whatever, the overlord, so to speak, and the people who actually make the creative decisions in the publishing, portion of it. So it's really bizarre how it's run. You think that somebody would get a clue enough to bridge that a bit better.
Yeah, but that's funny to me that you mentioned that he's had this problem with the word dick. I don't know. I don't know if it's a generational thing or what. I don't see how. I mean, this is an old name for Richard.
Yeah.
But it reminds me of a story. My mother-in-law knew a guy who went by Dick, and she asked him. She's like, "Oh, can I call you Richard?" He's like, "No, you can call me Dick." It's like, it's like, get over it. I mean, it sounds like something else, but it's highly common. It's not something to really be giving more than 2 minutes or 2 seconds thought to.
Well, a lot of people have made the connection too that the man with the last name Didio, I'm sure he's had to bear his brunt of jokes, in middle school with people spelling his name in creative ways.
Maybe that's the root of it.
Exactly.
Probably. He must have been bullied a lot as a kid.
I'd imagine.
Well, I'm done with this. What do you guys think?
Yeah, it looks great.
Very nice. Very cool.
You even see it?
Yeah, no, I
can see it.
Yeah. There was a moment of clarity on my screen. It was really good.
Hangouts, it looks really nice.
The Hangouts?
Yeah, it's not really not a story.
I like the Joker with that crazy kind of hair. I like that better than sometimes he's drawn otherwise.
Yeah, that's what I was saying in the beginning of the stream. Is like, I have a character who's a looker, which I usually don't like doing, but I love drawing that freaking
wave.
No, it's I like the character based on. Gosh, I keep Jerry Lee Lewis, like the Jerry Lee Lewis hair.
Oh
the
yeah, I
zoot
see that
suits and
now.
Yeah.
you know. And I'm like, I want to do man who he was driven mad because he was like a concert pianist, but the mob like broke could do that anymore, so he went kind of did it. But I don't want to be too derivative of the Joker, but I just love that look. So I give it to the Joker when I'm drawing him.
Yeah.
It's not generally the Joker's hair, but
Jiminy Cricket in the chat says the Joker's last name must be Boyette.
yeah.
Yeah, I like Joker with the wild hair, the curly type of wavy hair. Yeah, I mean, that's what it was like in the original. What was it?
Jerry Lewis, is he still alive?
Jerry Lee Lewis?
No, yeah.
This is not.
Good question. Google time.
Oh, I'm on it. I just didn't know if anyone knew offhand. Yeah, it looks like he's still alive. Years active, 1954 to present.
Oh.
He's
Active.
83.
Whoa.
83. Wow.
And that marries his 13-year-old daughter.
His cousin, right?
13-year-old cousin.
Well, now she's in her 70s, right?
That's crazy.
All I know is that if Winona Ryder was my cousin, I'd marry her too.
Oh. Winona.
This
It's so
conversation,
weird, man. Seeing.
You ever see the Romeo and Juliet from 1968? The Franco Zeffirelli film?
The Olivier Hussey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, she was 16 in there and topless.
Whoa. Should we be talking about
Really?
this?
Yeah. No, I mean,
Okay.
no, it's just weird because it was, it was made in Italy, so I don't know what the laws are over there. Probably a little laxer or something, but
Shit.
we were talking about
You can go to Ohio and you can get. You can go to Ohio and my nephew was 16 and he was seeing a 21-year-old. That's like legal age in Ohio.
Dang, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but this was on.
So you don't have to go to Italy. You can just go to Ohio.
This was 1968, so you don't know what the laws were like back then either.
I never really considered how old she was in that movie. I was so young when I saw it too. I was underage, but I remember being incredibly conflicted and disturbed because she was so crazy hot in that film, but yet she also played the Virgin Mary in another film. So
yeah, Jesus of Nazareth.
Yeah, I felt very dirty.
Yeah, it was just funny doing the math. I'm like, how old was she? Unless they filmed it, and this is based on them filming it at least. If it was filmed more than a year before it was released, then she'd be younger than 16.
I wouldn't have put it past them to film all of it and yet wait for the key scene, to drop in later after her birthday or whatever.
After her 16th birthday?
Oh,
because it came out when
younger. Oh, I see. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, wouldn't really matter much, huh?
Yeah. Liam says 16 is the legal age in Australia if you're under 18. If you're under 18, which means 16 and 16. Not 18 and 16. Yeah. Are in America. I know it. Don't they have different age of consent laws in different states here?
Yeah, I think so. Was it Hawaii there? It's even lower, right?
I just told you in Ohio it's 16.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think isn't it Hawaii? It's lower. It's like 13 or something like that, or something crazy.
Louise.
It was crazy. I don't know. Somewhere I read an article. I was like, what?
Isn't that one of the reasons why it's illegal to transport a minor across state lines and stuff?
Yeah, that would make sense. Because you're trying to beat a law, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Jiminy Cricket says Malin's done extensive research.
No, it's my nephew. And I was like, she's 21. What the crap? Yeah, no, I thought it was a little out there, but whatever.
Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is.
What am I gonna do? Start a crusade in Ohio? I don't even live there.
Yeah, my cousins just moved there like today. Well, one of them moved there today. The rest of them have been out there for a minute. Comic Book Bob says, is it okay to drop a link to my new art video? You can try, Comic Book Bob, but it won't go because you don't have a wrench. Oh, no, you are a moderator. Go for it. I was about to give you a wrench. Yeah, do it, dude. Do your thing. Ow. Do what you want to do.
I had a wrench once, but Mike took it away.
Did I?
No, I think it was one of those that time that somebody was doing like anti-Semitic things in your chat one time or whatever. So you just like gave a ton of people that you remotely knew wrenches. And
Oh, right.
I don't think you knew me very well by then, so you had to like go back in and let's weed out some of these wrenches. Like everybody in the chat was a moderator.
I did a wrench culling. I did a wrench culling. Yeah. I'm gonna wrap this up, guys. It's been about 2 hours, and I'm done anyway. So, John, are you gonna host it? Mike, are you gonna host, or anybody else?
No, I'm gonna be going back to bed.
All right. Well,
Still
thanks for
recovering.
being here, everybody. Everybody subscribe to John Malin, Matt Cossin, and Professor Geek if you have not already. Like, share, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. LoneStarComic.com. I'm gonna get the books in 3 days, and when I start packing stuff, I'm gonna close this campaign out. So, thanks everybody for being here, and aloha.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thanks,
brother.
Mike.